So the executor is in charge of your estate after you die and only the probate assets. They marshal all the assets. They bring them all together. They pay any outstanding bills. They file any taxes that have to be filed. Maybe you owe some income taxes. Maybe there's inheritance taxes. Maybe there's federal estate taxes. And then they hand over the money or the assets as you said that you wanted it to go to. So they might simply go to your son and daughter outright, 50-50. It might say, I want a trust. Now you're handing it over to the trustee. I need my sister to be the trustee for my children, pretend. So they're handing it over to the sister. Executor is done with their job. Trustee takes over and handles the money for the children and follows the rules of the trust that I created in the will, which is called a testamentary trust, last will and testament, testamentary trust. And she follows all the rules that I said in there and the sprinkling provisions and the no, you can't have that car and everything else. The guardian, most people think of it for minor children, but if you have a disabled child or disabled parent that you want that needs to be taken care of, you want to name guardians for that person also. If you have a court-appointed guardianship for an adult child or parent, it's probably good to also add your brother on as a co-guardian at some point, or your husband, your oldest son as a co-guardian, so there's no transition. It makes life a little bit easier.
Because there, as you described, there's really all forms of guardianship. There's 3 or 4 different types, correct?
Yes. And the next document would be the power of attorney. That's called an agent. So, and everybody calls him POA. He's my POA. It's really your pet agent under your POA. So you always want to have backups. And the moment you think that person is not going to do what you would like, you change your document.